Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Say You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast.
Woo.
Kelley is in love with Kenny Loggins. Love that for her.
He's such a good artist.
Mm, yes. How was your week, Kelley?
Very demanding, I will say. We're having a lot of work done on the house right now, and that mostly means like me and my dad because I'm his little helper. Which can be a good and bad thing. I get to learn a lot of stuff, but then I have to do the stuff now that I know how to do it. But anyway, yeah, so I've ripped up some carpet in my room.
Ooh, fun.
So yeah, I've got tack strip, which is what holds down your carpet when they push it in,
Sure.
exposed all over my room. And me being who I am, I'm surprised I haven't died on it yet.
Waiting for the
Um,
text, waiting for the call. Got it.
yeah, because if you don't know what a tack strip is, it's a little like maybe 1.5 inch strip of wood with really spiky spikes. That was a terrible sentence.
Spiky spikes.
Spiky
Got it.
spikes sticking up out of it so it could grip your carpet. But yeah, all of that is exposed in my room. So
Fun.
yeah, it could be very spicy if I decide to accidentally go off the beaten path. Also, I've spent way too much time in Home Depot and Lowe's. I I want to see other things. I want to go to Target. I don't want
Love,
to go to
love that for you.
any more home improvement stores. Get me out of here. Not as much as Hobby Lobby, not Hobby Lobby. Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is kind of more chill than like
Now you're
Lowe's and
now you're
and
just
a Home
listing
Depot.
off places I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're smaller home improvement stores, but I think they might be my favorite because like they listen to straight radio, and like the Harbor Freight that opened up near us, they just play like straight rap in there, and it's the music is banger though. It's so good.
Cool.
But yeah, that's me.
Um, I learned this week that Save the Last Dance 2, one is a thing, and two, it's a direct sequel
It
to
is?
to the first one, which is weird because it has an entirely new girl in it.
Mm.
And it takes place, I think, in a different city. And so we will have to
So
watch
how
that
is it?
movie one day.
Yeah.
We will have no, it's the same like girl, like story wise, but it's not
But diff-
Julia, whatever her last name is. It's like a different
okay.
girl playing
Oh
her.
no. Okay, yeah. I did see that on TikTok. I know what you're talking about.
So I added it to my list. We will be watching that movie one day because I was like,
Yikes.
what are you talking about? It's the same. It's a direct sequel. I was like, that doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense. Like, does she have a
Yeah.
sister? No, it's her.
No, yeah, it's her.
Wow.
This is not like a step up thing where it's
It's a
like
new person every
it's a
movie.
new person and it's kind of connected, but
Yeah.
not really.
The only connection is that like little scrawny white kid that they
Yeah.
pop in every movie.
Yeah. I love Moose though. Moose is
That's
so
his
cool.
name, Moose. There we
We're gonna have
go.
to do Step Up eventually. Step Up 2.
Do
The
we
kill
have
scene at the very end.
to? Do
Yes.
we? I do not like this stuff.
Yes.
I don't.
Okay. All right.
Mm,
We're gonna make you watch it anyway.
I'm sure you are.
If I can make you watch a Nicolas Cage movie, I can get you to watch at least one Step Up movie.
I almost accidentally watched a Nicolas Cage movie yesterday.
Which one?
World Trade Center. I was going to start it. Like I was like reading like because I wanted to watch a movie that was like maybe like an hour and something minutes long. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was 11 o'clock. Did not want to be up till 2 a.m. watching a movie.
Yeah.
So I was looking at like Netflix has like a section called 90-minute movies. And I was like, cool. And so I was like, World Trade Center. I was like, okay, read the description. I was like, ooh, saw in the little preview Maggie Gyllenhaal was in it. And I was like,
Oh.
this might be it. And then I literally looked down and it was like film cast, and the first name was Nicolas Cage. I said, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Not doing that. maybe one day. But it
Maybe,
was
maybe, yeah.
it
Maybe
was
you'll get to
not.
the point where you can tolerate it.
No, so I watched Lady Bird instead
Yeah.
because that
Hello,
was.
Timothy Chalamet.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, all around
Yeah.
movies, stuff like. Um, Speaking of movies, in the last episode, I kind of touched on this at our recommendations. I watched Top Gun,
Hmm.
but I kind of turned it into a Tom Cruise double feature because then I watched War of the Worlds the next
Hmm.
day. Um, that movie's ridiculous, utterly
I
ridiculous.
mean,
So cool. Aliens are coming, take over
mhm.
the planet, whatever. That wasn't the like ridiculous part. The ridiculous part was random little small things that happened that were just utterly insane.
Mm.
Like Dakota Fanning, is that the one? I know there's two of them. I can never remember their names. There's Elle and there's Dakota, and I can never remember which one is which. I'm pretty sure this one's Dakota.
Let me look it
She
up.
goes to use the bathroom, and she's standing by a lake, and then like one body like starts drifting in, and then there's hundreds of bodies. And I was like, where did these bodies come from? Like they just came from nowhere. And then the aliens are like zapping people, but when they zap them, like their clothes stay, like they were raptured or something. Like they
Oh.
just like zap, and then their clothes just fly into the air. And then at one point, Tom Cruise gets captured by like this alien ship thingy, and he's in a cage. And then this thing that looks like a vagina, like
That's the
sit,
descriptor you're going with.
it looks like a vagina or an
Ugh.
asshole, Kelly.
Let me look. What?
And so it sends out like this tongue thingy that like wraps around people and like sends them into it. And so at one point, Tom Cruise gets sucked into this vagina or asshole or whatever. And I just started laughing. I was like, I know they're killing all of you, but this is funny. And
Yeah,
then,
it is Dakota Fanning in World War of the Worlds.
cool.
Now I have to look up this ship.
And then he's with his son and his daughter, and then his son is constantly trying to run away to join the army. And I'm just like, what's going on? And then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, the son is alive, even though he ran into the army place, like what the army is, and then that place like exploded. Like he should be dead. There's no reason why he was alive at the end of the movie.
It is
It was
vagina
bad.
shaped.
Yes, I told you, Kelly. It looks like a vagina or an asshole. I told you. And then it just like
Yeah.
it like brings out like a little tongue thingy. Like
I don't like that.
I don't either.
Ooh.
It was very unsettling. And then it would open and it would go and it's like no,
Enter the vagina.
into the vagina. Siri, play Cupcake CPR. Open. So yeah, that was my week. Lots of ups and downs.
Yeah,
Lots of
a
ups and downs.
lot.
Oh, also little
Yeah.
tidbit. I when this is released, I start a new job next week. I finally
Woohoo!
got a job.
I am so happy for you,
It
dude.
took almost 6 months, but I
Yeah.
did it.
Y'all have been on this journey with us.
Uh-huh. You've been on
And
this journey with me twice.
yes, yeah, you've been on the journey for me and you've been on the journey for him twice. And it's happened, guys. He's
Yeah,
done it.
I've done it.
It's really rough out here,
It's
but
hard
like
out
we
here
did
for a pimp.
it.
I know,
It really is.
but I did it.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for me too. I can pay
Yeah.
for things
Yeah,
now.
and I'm sure your bank account is happy for it too.
Yeah, because the bank account was not looking good.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And honestly, when they said that I wouldn't be starting till the 16th, I was a little sad. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't start today.
Right. You're like, I said I'm available whenever, and I really did mean that.
And literally after I did my background check, it cleared in like a couple of hours. I was like, you sure I can't
Oh.
you sure I can't start on Monday?
Right. Right. You don't want to start my training now, so by the time the
Yeah.
16th comes, I'll really be working.
I'll
Like,
be like raring to go.
yeah, I am so ready to work for you.
Yes, I'm so ready. But it's
I
okay.
love this company. It's not because of the paycheck. I love this company.
And literally they told me I got the job at like the exact moment I needed to know because I had a temporary job lined up that I was supposed to start today. And
Oh,
and so yeah, as soon as I got like the okay that I got the job, I immediately emailed the other job. I was like, I'm not coming.
yeah.
I'm
You're
not
like, sorry, not sorry.
sorry, that's sorry. Either you have me for like a week or I'm not coming. And I was like, so I'm not coming.
Mhm.
Yay. So yeah, we're moving on up.
We're moving on now.
Moving on up this fine.
Close it up.
Okay. Speaking of songs,
Yes.
Kelley, please enlighten us with the story that is Coyote Ugly.
Coyote Ugly. So, yes, this week we are doing Coyote Ugly. And we start this movie off in New Jersey. New Jersey.
Mhm,
Nope. Nobody lives in New Jersey. It's a fake state.
mhm.
Um,
Oh, and I just want to start off by saying
yes.
I watched this movie years ago. Like I may have been in elementary school or middle school the last time I watched this movie. So I went in not remembering the plot at all.
Oh, same.
The only thing I remembered about this movie was unhygienic dancing on the bar. Like
Yes.
that's all I remember. I remember that, and I remember Tyra Banks. Do I remember Tyra Banks having a storyline? No, which is good because she
You
doesn't.
know what? I totally forgot about Tyra Banks, TBH. When I saw her at the
Really?
beginning, I was like, oh, Tyra's in this.
That was one of the only things I remember. I remember Tyra Banks was in
Oh,
this movie, and I remember the girl from Cheaper by the Dozen was in this movie, and that was it.
yes. Yeah.
That
Okay.
was it.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
else,
been a while for both of us.
yeah. So it
So
was a
it
wild ride for me.
yeah. So we start this movie in New Jersey at a pizza joint where Violet is working. Um, and before getting off work for, I assume, the last time, the owner gets her autograph and puts it on the wall of other autographs of girls who have left town but have come back. Is that what
I have
happened?
no idea.
Because he like wishes her luck. He's like, you better do better than the other girls. I'm like, did all the other girls fail then? Like, I don't. What's going on?
Did all of these girls have big time dream? Like no one wanted to just go to school and be like
Right.
a
Or no,
doctor,
or
a
no one was like, you know
nurse.
what? I kind of just want to live in Wisconsin. I want to
Yeah.
try a different state.
Everybody was like, I'm going to New York to become a star. Like
Exactly.
no
Like,
one had any normal ambitions.
yeah. Like I got accepted at like a college in California, so I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm
to
just gonna go to
California.
California, go to school, see what happens after.
Yeah.
No direct plan. Just gonna see
No,
what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I'm gonna be a star.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Also, why does she have to move if she's from New Jersey? Like she could literally just commute.
I think she wants to get away from her dad.
I understand.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, we
Literally,
get
as
it.
soon as I stack my money up, I'm moving out. I understand.
Yeah. Um, so that night at a bar, Gloria, who is Violet's best friend, announces to everyone that she is leaving town, and they bring her on stage with the other girlies and they sing I Will Survive, which great song.
Mhm.
The next morning, Violet is packing up and gives her dad, Bill, instructions on basically how to care for himself and where things are in the house.
Two things happened during the scene. I put John Goodman. And then
Yes.
after that, I put lean cuisine meals are not healthy, Violet. Put some vegetables in his fridge.
Yes. Yeah. But do you think he would even know how to cook any vegetables if he doesn't even know where to buy his own soap and she has to do his laundry for him?
This is a grown ass man. How does he not
Yeah.
know how to do any of this?
Mm,
Like, I
mhm.
get like not everyone knows how to cook.
Yeah.
Like
And there are
I
some
under
people who just can't.
I
It's a
understand
thing.
that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But this man lacks personal hygiene, the ability to cook even the simplest of meals, and never seemingly gets off of his couch. Like
Yeah.
never.
He goes to work and then goes back to the same chair.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm like, you don't want to go outside and get some fresh air.
Right. Right. You don't want to like maybe go to the store, just like go
Yeah,
check something out other
just to
than your
get something
house.
to do. Look,
Right.
I'm a homebody, but
Yeah, same.
every once in a while I need to get out.
Right. I need to go to Target just to walk around Target. I don't
Yeah,
even need to buy anything. I just want to go walk around Target.
I need some different stimulation. Like
Yeah.
I need the fluorescent lights. I
Yeah.
need the chatter. I need
Hmm.
something.
Yeah. I need the fresh air when I get in the car, maybe the
Yeah.
music. You know what I'm saying? Bill is a recluse.
Yes.
Um,
Please raise your sons.
yes,
Please,
please.
please.
We are desperately asking.
Yes.
But all the while Violet's trying to give him instructions, her dad Bill is literally just being like, "Oh, New York's a terrible place. Look at this new crime that I'm seeing in the newspaper and
Yeah.
stuff like that." And Violet is kind of like brought down by this, and so she looks him dead in the eye and says, "I'm not going to go unless you fully support me." And he
That
basically,
was a gamble.
it was. He really looked like he wasn't about to say anything to her. And he doesn't. He literally just gives her the dad version, emotional, suppressed, like, go live your life
Mhm.
speech. Gloria then picks Violet up, and before she can leave, Bill actually does wish her luck, and they leave. Now in New York City, Violet shows Gloria her terrible, unlivable tiny apartment.
Yeah. But also, why did she have to move to Chinatown? Why is she being a gentrifier? I don't like that.
Cheap.
I know it's cheap, but like, still, you're being a
Mm,
gentrifier.
true. She,
Also,
yeah.
she needs to learn. Everyone learn your tenants' rights.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone learn your tenants' rights.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that apartment broke at least a couple of walls.
A couple.
At
Just a
least.
couple.
I, I- I'm
That didn't
being
look livable.
I'm being kind, Kelley. I'm being kind.
Mm, true.
It didn't look livable at all.
Mm-mm.
It looked
No.
filthy. It looked,
It looked like no one had lived there for the last 20 years.
yeah. That bathtub gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
I'm very particular about bathtubs. Like
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
not play when it comes to bathtubs.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Mm-mm.
couldn't be me.
No,
I would
absolutely
immediately
not.
walk in
Walked
and be
out.
like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'll
I would
just,
have I would have caught some type of illness if I walked any further in.
yeah.
And then yeah, you would have had to deal with me.
She was ecstatic when she saw that
Oh my
filthy room.
gosh. Gloria had her head on though. She's like, you know what? Here's some money.
Here's some money.
Because you clearly need it. And Violet's like, absolutely not. And Gloria's like, no,
You're
you're
taking
taking
this
this money.
money.
So she puts it in the freezer. She's freezing her assets. Ha ha ha. Um anyway, when Gloria goes to leave, she starts to get emotional about their lives. And the way she started out with that, like how they always said they were going to do something and never did it. I'm like, is
Yeah.
this supposed to be like encouraging to her?
She was like, she's like, we're not the type of people who follow through on things.
Yeah, 100%. And she's all like, I'm
which
so proud
like
of you for doing it.
which like, okay, same.
Yeah, yeah,
Same. But like,
yeah.
we
But
don't
like,
bring that up,
we
Gloria.
don't talk about it.
It's a thing we never talk about.
Hmm. But she's proud of Violet for finally doing something that she said she was going to do. And then they hug goodbye. Later, Violet sets up her piano and a little tape recorder. And the second she starts playing, and she's not even playing that loud, by the way, her neighbor just starts banging on the wall, telling her to shut up.
Right. She's like, shut up. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. So she goes up to the roof instead.
Yep. And in the background, you can see the Twin Towers.
Yes. Oh.
So she had a great view on her roof.
She really did. Maybe it was kind of worth it. The next morning, Violet goes to different record labels and gets rejected at every single one.
Because she's so dumb. She literally just walks up to reception. She's like, hi, I want you to give this song to Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right. Like,
I literally laughed. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. She had that innocent, naive thing down to a T.
It was sad, actually.
It was sad, and it was like, how do you not know this is not how this goes?
That's not how that works at all.
Yeah.
And then she looked perplexed when people were like, no.
Yeah. She was like, oh, rude. They're not going to just take my tape and like immediately show it to somebody.
Yeah.
So after all that, Violet goes to a bar and asks the bartender for help with her songs. And he turns her down initially until he sees somebody in the crowd and points her in the direction of a Mr. O'Donnell. We watch Mr. O'Donnell go through the bar and then eventually end up in the kitchen where he's actually a worker and not like the music manager that the bartender said he was.
She's so dumb for thinking he was a music manager. So like at this point, I was like, you need to get out of this city. You're not gonna cut it.
She's not cut out for it.
You're not cut out for this city. Like your naivete will probably get you killed.
It should have, actually.
Like you are probably going to get trafficked, robbed, beat up. Something bad is going to happen to you if you keep acting like this. Let's put on our thinking caps.
Right.
Like adults.
Let's be smart. Let's think this through.
Yeah.
So after his shift, Violet has waited outside of the bar for him the whole time, and she gives him her tape. And she finds out that he isn't the music manager, but actually a cook, but he takes the tape anyway. The head cook comes out and chews him out for not taking his apron with him and cleaning it. And Violet sees that he is not actually the manager and is embarrassed and leaves. Mr. O'Donnell, whose first name is Kevin, follows her. Yeah,
that was for blocks.
And tries to apologize, but she's not having any of it. If anybody started following me for more than a block,
pepper spray,
you're getting hit. I am running away. I am screaming for help. She does none of this, by the way.
No. She's just like, stop following me. After he's been following her for blocks already.
Yeah. And she's going straight home.
Yeah.
So he technically could have followed her all the way to her house. Girl, no. You go somewhere else. That's totally unrelated. Yeah. I don't care if you don't know New York City. Find somewhere else. The whole time, Kevin is trying to guess where she is from and like things about her life. And she finally gets him to leave her alone, which good for her. She would have ended up murdered. The next morning, Violet is back trying with other record labels, and one tells her to just try her songs at an open mic to get people to listen to it. So Violet takes the advice and ends up at a bar for an open mic and actually gets a spot on stage because some of the other regulars are canceled. Yeah.
That was hilarious. Like she walked in, he was like, okay, can you be ready in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Oh, right. Right. That happened way too quickly. So once she gets on stage, 2 customers give her a hard time because she's nervous, and she leaves before she can even sing. Back at her apartment, she finds the door open and her place completely trashed and the money from her freezer stolen, and she breaks down.
I love this trope. Girl from small town moves into big city apartment crappy apartment gets broken into
And money that was hidden in a very obvious place
and an
gets
obvious
stolen.
place gets stolen.
Are you watching Burlesque or Coyote Ugly?
Same thing.
Same things, different girl from a different state.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Different state, different industry. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Violet is at a diner some days later, and the owner feels bad for her when he sees how much money she has and decides to give her a slice of pie for free. Violet then notices a group of girls talking and betting on a model's favorite movie. And they ask the owner to turn a song up on the radio, and they start to dance. Violet.
I would
What?
pay good money to be in a diner and watch Tyra Banks dance.
Yeah.
For no reason. Just stare.
Yeah, just because she's
Yeah.
Good show.
Tyra. Good show. Hi Tyra.
We love you.
I love you. your show, your American Next Top, your ATNM, is that what it's called? Show was very problematic, but but still love you.
Yeah, we love you anyway. So Violet asks about them from the owner, and she thinks they're hookers, but she finds out that they are coyotes who work at Coyote Ugly. The girls then toast to Zoe's last week as a coyote as she is going to law school.
Yay.
Later, Violet goes to Coyote Ugly and finds it locked, but is called down to the basement by a woman. Once down there, Violet asks about a job opening, and the woman looks her over and questions her about her lifestyle. Violet has had enough of the questions and asks the waitress, who she assumes was a waitress, dude, if I was Lil, I would have just immediately been like, oh, you think I'm a waitress? Good freaking luck. To cut the crap. And so she does and tells her to show up on Friday for an audition with the bar.
People don't get hired like that.
Yeah, no.
People don't get hired like that.
They don't. When Violet asks why she is given a chance, the woman tells her that she looks innocent and the customers will love that. Friday night comes and Violet shows up to Coyote Ugly and sees the girls from the diner dancing on the bar. Health violation 1. Violet runs into the woman that not hired her, gave her the audition, and goes to leave, but she is brought behind the bar. The woman, whose name is Lil, gives her a little makeover.
Yeah.
You want to call it? Yeah. She rips her shirt.
She rips her shirt. Makes her put her hair down.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's the glasses in a
yeah, it is.
in a 80s or 90s movie effect.
Yeah, it's the glasses and then you take the hair down and suddenly they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And she tells her about the other workers, Rachel, who has anger issues, and Cammy. I love how Cammy doesn't get like a descriptor. It's just
Cammy.
It's just Cammy. Lil then tells her about her 2 rules. Don't date any of the customers and don't bring your boyfriend to the bar.
Yeah.
Or
2
you
things
will immediately be fired.
2 things happened during the scene where I was like, why? First one, they were wasting so much alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm sure the markup at this bar had to be insane because they wasted so much alcohol. Yeah. Like, they would pour shots and like half of the alcohol wouldn't even make it into the glass. I was like, how are you making money?
Yeah. Also, the fact that they only serve like 6 drinks.
Yeah, they only show up they only do like shots, like straight up.
Yeah.
Shots. Like, you're getting whiskey, you're getting tequila, you're getting vodka, you're not getting any mixed drinks.
No.
We're not putting any fruit in your shit. Like, you're just getting this.
Yeah, if you don't want a shot.
Don't ask for fucking water.
Yeah, don't ask for fucking water, dude. That's a whole ordeal there if you ask for water. And you either get something in a shot glass or you get a beer.
Yeah, and then my other thing was, why can't they date customers? This is a bar, not a law office. Like, why can't they date customers? I mean, it's not intelligent to date a customer. Yeah. But, like, why is this a rule?
Yeah, like what happened to make that a rule? Like I understand the boyfriend thing, but
Yeah,
the customer thing? Like what is that?
I don't either.
Hmm. Lil then announces that they have a new girl whose name is Josie, who
That
is
was
an ex.
Jersey.
Oh, I thought she said
I
Josie.
thought she said
It's
Jersey. I'll look it up. You keep going.
yeah. I my hearing is terrible, so it might have been Jersey. Oh, you know that makes sense because she puts a banner up at the end of the movie that says "Congratulations, Jersey." Anyway, they tell the crowd that she is an ex-kindergarten teacher and a nun, and the crowd goes wild for some
That
reason.
backstory was awful.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what she was going for other than innocence, but I don't know why they were so crazy about it. Violet is then confused and in the way when everybody starts working, and
It's
Cammy, Rachel, and Lil pick up the slack.
it's Jersey.
It's Jersey? Okay, makes sense. Lil then gives her money and tells her to go home because the audition is now over.
Yeah. That was you're kind of set up to fail.
Yeah, she said, yeah,
Like you're
100%.
like you're 100% set up to fail with this quote unquote audition.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they throw you into like the deep end.
Oh,
They,
100%.
they throw you out. They're like, take orders. First off, she didn't know what you guys serve here.
Yeah.
Like you didn't tell her that
Mm-mm.
beforehand, which is a fairly simple like menu, but she didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Mm-mm.
And
She
then
didn't even ask her if she had any bartending experience.
she didn't. And then after that, she was like, get up there and dance with the girls. The girls were doing a choreographed dance.
Yes.
And I was like, you
Yes.
expect her to know this dance?
Right. And then you're not even going to tell the girl what you guys do in this bar at
No.
all. You're just going to tell her two rules that if she's potentially hired, she can't break or she's fired. And that's
Yeah.
it.
And that's it.
Like, make it make sense, Lil. This is probably why you only have 3 workers there.
Yeah. You don't run a good, clean, safe working environment.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then you waste all your money on alcohol that's
That's
being
half of it's on
wasted.
the bar
Yeah,
or on the
exactly.
floor.
Mm-hmm. So there is a potential fight in the bar, and Violet breaks it up, which Lil sees and decides to give her a second audition because of it.
Yeah, because she stopped 2 drunk men from fighting.
Yeah, and apparently that's enough to look over the fact that she's never danced before and she's never been a bartender.
Yeah.
That's fine. She is to meet their fashion coordinator tomorrow to take her shopping. That night, Violet is on the phone with her dad talking about her new job at the bar. As she, that night? Why did I say that? The next morning. Sorry. Um, as Violet tries to get ready for her meeting. When her dad asks about her songwriting, she remembers that Kevin still has one of her tapes. Kevin is at his job at the kitchen, which Violet shows up to, demanding her tape back. Kevin gives the tape back, but before she can leave, he asks her about her songs, and he tells her that he actually likes them, and then she goes to leave. He asks to see her again, and she tells him she's a coyote, and if he wants to see her again, he'll figure it out to come see her,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting. No context. I'm a coyote.
I'm a coyote. And then like I would have like wide eye stared at her and like, cool, as I
Right.
slowly backed
Backed
away.
away. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm a coyote. And then what's your response? I'm an Aries.
Oh, I'm a Cancer.
Cool. I'm a Cancer. I've never
Um,
heard of that sign before.
I was told I had a Cancer sun, whatever that means.
Yeah, apparently I'm an Aries sun, something rising. I don't know. I don't know.
Also, um, back to her father. Why was
Mhm.
this man lying about what he was eating? Like
Right.
he is a grown man. He was like, yeah, I've been eating the lean cuisines as he eats Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm
Uh-uh.
like, just tell her you didn't want to eat the lean cuisines. Like, stop being a
Right.
little pussy. Just tell her you don't want to eat the lean
Right.
cuisines.
Right.
I
Or
also
tell
wouldn't want to eat lean cuisines because frozen TV dinners are fucking disgusting.
true.
I'm not
True.
5 anymore. I don't want to eat the little, what are those things
Yeah.
called? With those terrible brownies that never actually cooked, no matter how long you
Oh,
put them in the
oh,
fucking
oh, yeah.
microwave.
The one with the penguin on it.
Yeah,
Yes. What are those called?
I forgot.
Kid cuisine.
Kid cuisine,
Kid
yes.
cuisine. Oh
Awful.
my gosh.
Awful.
See, yeah, I'm not 5 and I'm no longer in college, so I need more than just a TV
No,
dinner.
I think once I hit like 7 years old, I was like, I'm done with this. This is fucking disgusting. Because like
Y-
the mac and cheese, like the noodles were terrible and the sauce had no taste. The pizza never cooked evenly. They always had like a weird side vegetable, like corn. And I was like,
Oh,
why am I eating pizza and corn?
corn.
And then they always had like that little brownie, which, like I said, never cooked
Never
all the
cooked.
way.
I will
So,
say I've never had a kid cuisine, actually.
what?
Yeah.
I'm buying you a kid cuisine just so you can try it.
That the same with like
You want mac and
lunch.
cheese,
Yeah,
or do you want pizza?
mac and cheese.
Okay.
That's why like I've only had maybe like 3 or 4 Lunchables in my whole lifetime.
Oh, I would say that Lunchables are better than kid cuisine.
Yeah, I love, oh my gosh, the little pizzas you can make with the Lunchables.
Yes.
Oh,
With that
mm.
terrible sauce, and then the bread was cold. It's like,
Oh
why am
my
I
gosh.
eating
And
a
the bread
cold
was so
pizza?
hard.
Hard.
So weird. But they were good.
Yes.
In a way, they were good.
Do you remember when they used to have the dessert ones
Hmm.
where you can make like
Oh my
cookies or
gosh.
something?
Yeah. And they like
Yes.
partnered with like Oreo and Nilla wafer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Those things were so good.
And then I swear they used to come with Capri Suns, and then like they like
They
ended,
did.
and then they like ended their like sponsorship or something, and then it was
Yeah.
Kool-Aid, and so you would just get a
Ugh.
bottle of water and then like a thing of Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Didn't it?
Trash.
Yeah,
Didn't
it wasn't the
hit.
same. Mm-mm. Like Kool-Aid is, it's cool. It's all right, but like the Capri Sun hit different.
Before they switched to Kool-Aid, I had never had Kool-Aid before in my life because my mom didn't want me to have Kool-Aid because it's literally just sugar
Oh
and
yeah,
water.
yeah,
So so when I had it, I was like, this is gross. So I would just drink the water. Like I never actually
yeah,
had the Kool-Aid.
yeah. You were probably better for
Yeah, it probably saved added like 10 years to my life.
it. um. Anyway, Violet is at the little boutique that she's supposed to meet the fashion coordinator at, and Cammy shows up to help Violet choose some outfits.
Mhm.
They both try some stuff on, and later she dresses in one of the outfits that they got that day.
Yeah. Who paid for this?
Yeah,
Because I know
I'm
Violet
assuming
didn't have
Cammy
money.
did. Oh no, Violet did not have any money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
assuming
love
Cammy did.
I love Cammy. She's so sweet and so
Oh
stupid,
yeah,
and I
yeah, I
love her
love
for
her.
that.
Yeah.
I love a sweet stupid person. I really
Mm-hmm.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I know it, and
Same.
I know they annoy some people. I love them.
Yeah, they're unproblematic. I love
Yes,
their vibe.
love them.
There might not be as many brain cells up there, but that's fine. You don't need all of them.
Yeah, you don't need all of them.
Yeah, look at us. We share one.
Yeah, exactly.
So back at the bar,
I wouldn't
Rachel.
call myself nice though. I wouldn't.
Yeah, see, that's me. We're the opposite. I'm the nice, no thoughts had empty.
Yeah,
Jordan's the
I try to be nice, but
yeah.
I can be an asshole.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
But hey, I recognize that about myself,
Yeah. He's aware.
and I try to be nice.
Hmm.
I
That's the
try.
first step. That's the
Just
first
don't be
step.
fucking stupid around me.
And I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
So,
Don't be an asshole to me, and I won't be an asshole to you. That's how it goes.
just saying. So at the bar, Rachel and Cammy are dancing on the bar again as Violet and Lil work the bar. Violet asks Cammy how they're able to drink while working because the patrons buy them shots. And she lets them know that they do the beer trick where they take the shot and just spit it back into a beer bottle so it looks like they're chasing it with beer. Rachel gets Violet to help a customer who only wants water. And if you want water at this bar, you are shamed for it.
Yeah.
And so she publicly shames this man and douses him. And it turns out to be the fire warden.
Marshall.
Yeah.
Marshall. Yeah. I have a.
She calls him the warden, though.
I thought he was a fire marshal.
Oh, because like afterward, she's like the warden like threatened to shut me down.
Maybe that was her being sarcastic.
Okay.
One, why is Rachel so mean?
Oh yeah, she's terrible.
Like she's like genuinely a terrible person, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and it's not the anger issues. It's
No.
not. She's just mean.
She's just mean, like a mean-spirited person.
Yeah. Yeah.
For no reason.
If I was Violet, I would have broke down in the bathroom too.
Yeah. And then what's with this no water rule?
Right.
Maybe that's why you keep having so many fights at your fucking bar. Like no one is getting any
no one's
water
hydrated
in their system. Like there's nothing but liquor in their bodies.
Yeah. And there's no food, I don't think, to like soak up any of the alcohol.
No food. Like. It's literally just alcohol.
Who goes to this bar? What if you're just hungry?
Right? What if you want like a beer and then like some bar snacks? Like like pretzels or something.
Yeah. Like imagine you go out with your friends and like, oh, we're gonna take you to one of our favorite spots. And you're like, okay, cool. I don't want to drink. I'm just kind of hungry. And you show up and they only have liquor.
And then it's this crowded.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
It's a small space and there's like 70, 80 people in here.
Yeah.
So Violet has a breakdown in the bathroom and Cammy goes to check on her and tells her that a guy named Mr. O'Donnell is asking for her. When she goes out, Kevin is at the bar, but Lil gets in her way and tells her that the warden threatened to close her down, but she got off with a $250 charge. And if Violet can get the money back, she can keep her job.
How is that Violet's problem?
Right.
She did what you told.
That should be Rachel's problem.
Yeah, that's Rachel's problem. Because Rachel knew who he was and had her do that.
She set her up for failure.
Like, Violet just did what she was told to do.
Exactly. Like, and this is her second day.
This is her second day. And then she probably would have got this fine anyway.
Yeah.
Because there were way too many people in there.
Oh, yeah. There's probably supposed to be maybe like 30 people in this bar.
Yeah, and there was like 80. Like, she was definitely breaking fire code.
Mm-hmm.
And then she made Violet pay for this.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
How has her business stayed open?
I don't know, Kelley.
So Violet goes to see Kevin and tells him that this is her last night because she can't come up with $250 in 2 hours. He feels bad for her and gives her $9 when she gets an idea. Violet then starts a bidding war for Kevin as a payback for him humiliating her when they first met.
Yeah, she pimps him out.
Yeah, she literally does.
For $250.
$250.
I would be insulted.
Yeah. That should be the lower end.
Yeah. It should be that an hour.
Yeah, exactly. So a bidding war starts and Kevin is brought on the bar to dance and to get more hype up. A woman then eventually bids $250 and Violet sells him to her.
Mm-hmm.
When the bar closes, a customer asks what Coyote Ugly means. And I will explain it later because it's a long explanation and it's one of my movie facts. But Lil explains it to them as Violet leaves. She sees that Kevin is waiting for her and he tells her all about the woman who bought him. And as payback, Kevin wants 4 dates with her, which she agrees to.
Mm-hmm. Also, he's a very innovative man.
Oh yeah.
He has a trick where he puts a boot on his car.
Yeah.
So that he won't get a boot on his car. And that way he can park wherever he wants in New York City.
Yeah, which is very ingenious, by the way.
Yeah. Also, I think now they would just tow you. But
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Also, where's this man keeping his car normally?
Who knows?
You're in New York City with a car. That's worse than being in San Francisco with a car.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like at least
Kevin,
San Francisco has parking.
yeah.
Like it's
Or
expensive parking, but like
yeah.
they have parking.
Yeah. And some apartments might come with a
Underground
garage.
parking garage. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about New York City. I don't think there's anything like that there.
I think you just have to pay for like one of those parking garages yourself, like out of pocket.
Yikes. Another question. Why are people still living in New York City?
I don't know. I'm hearing about people's rent going up, and I'm like, y'all paying that price?
Exactly, for a shoebox.
I'm like, how much do you make?
Exactly. Jeez. Anyway, Kevin then takes her to a spot he knows, and it looks like a drug deal is going down, but he's actually just getting a very rare comic book. Which they use this as a plot device later, but it's interesting. And then he drives her to a spot to look at the Brooklyn Bridge. They talk about Violet's songwriting and her fear of singing and how her mom is her inspiration. Kevin then encourages her, and when Violet wants to know about him, he dodges all of her questions.
Why so secretive?
Yeah, that would be a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Like, you get to know all about me, but I don't get to know about you.
Are you gonna murder me? What's happening here?
Right, exactly. You don't want any information. When the sun rises, Kevin takes her to one of his jobs at the fish market and tells her about his seemingly 4 other different jobs, just so he can make ends meet in New York City.
This entire scene was so unnecessary.
It was.
This entire scene could have been cut. There was no need for this scene.
No.
It did not push the plot further at all, other than letting us know that he works an insane amount of jobs.
Yeah.
Which he could have told us at any moment.
Right. It also doesn't push their relationship further either.
No.
Interesting. But he tells her that he's willing to split what he makes with her if she decides to work with him for, I don't know, a couple of hours, it seems like.
Even though she just worked a full ass shift.
Yeah, and then stayed up all night.
Slept.
Yeah.
Probably has worked the next night.
Yeah, exactly. And has to work until well past midnight, maybe.
Yeah.
Kevin then eventually takes her back home, and once inside, she remembers the money that she made and goes to leave to spend it and finds Kevin at her door. Kevin. Yes.
I wrote something. I wrote, she's still in that apartment?
Yeah.
I would have left. I would not have been in that apartment.
The minute I made enough money to securely make rent on another spot, I would have.
Cammy, you need a roommate?
Right. I'm not living with Rachel.
No, hell no.
No.
She'll probably set me on fire in my sleep.
Yeah, she'd kill me.
Because
definitely.
I left a dish in the sink.
or I put a fork wrong in the silverware drawer.
Yeah.
So Kevin kisses her and then awkwardly leaves.
He says, "Have a nice day."
Yeah. He literally just kisses her once and is like, "I have a nice day. I'll see you later." It's kind of cute, but I feel like the awkwardness outweighed how the potential cuteness. So at the bar that night, Rachel and Cammy are dancing again as Violet works the bar. And the cops show up because she's obviously has more people in her bar than is legally allowed. And Lil fights them off and out. The crowd then gets really rowdy with fights and the girls getting taken off of the bar, which that's terrifying.
That's horrifying.
Where's also, the bouncer?
They have one security guard for this entire place.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, like I understand it's a small space, but no, you need more than one.
I'm thinking 3.
Yeah, minimum.
Also, weren't the cops literally just there? Like they were literally just there, and I think
so.
And they don't hear all this ruckus going on.
Right. Like, do they pick and choose when they want to be there?
I think so. They're probably like, I'm bored. You want to go shut down Coyote Ugly? Yeah.
Right. They're like, it's a slow night and it's overpacked.
Yeah.
Let's just go shut them down. Um, so Violet gets on the bar and dumps ice on people because that's how they've broken up fights before, but it's not working. So Violet doesn't know what to do. So she grabs the mic and starts to sing and dance, which starts to get the crowd's attention and like calms them down for some reason.
Yeah, that was awkward.
It was.
I was like, how is this calming them down? She's literally practically lip syncing to this song. Like you can
She
barely hear
is.
her.
Yeah, she sings so softly throughout the whole freaking movie.
Yeah.
It irritated me.
It's irritating. It's weird.
Yeah. Also, she was barely dancing.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been impressive.
No. Maybe if she had shown some boob, maybe I would have believed that it distracted them. But this happens.
It happens. So Lil watches and is impressed with her, and pictures are being taken of Violet on the bar. After the bar closes, Cammy and Lil congratulate Violet, but Rachel isn't impressed, which same. And Violet is riding a high of performing for people and is fully hired by Lil as a full-time coyote.
Which she's been working here for how long?
Yeah, exactly.
And she just now gets the U-Pass.
Right. She's now taking out the W-2 papers and being like, you know what? Yeah. Full-time employee.
You're no longer working for just tips.
Yeah, exactly.
I will give you health insurance now.
Yeah, you will get a few benefits and that's all.
We have a 401k, but I do not match.
Yeah. I could see you doing that. Violet then calls Kevin and shows up at his apartment to kiss him and leave. Like
just to kiss him.
I would not have.
Like she literally, first off, she had to find out where he lived.
Exactly.
And then she went up to him, kissed him, and then walked away.
Yeah. After working a full night.
Yeah.
And having to, God knows how far away he lives from her.
Yeah. She doesn't have a car.
No. So she either had to take a cab or walk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it.
No.
I would have to be in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be like 2 minutes away for me to do this.
Yeah.
So back at Violet's apartment, she is up on the rooftop with her guitar. And when she starts to play, she gets interrupted by someone's music and sees someone dancing across the street and gets impressed and starts to play on her piano.
Mm-hmm.
We then see Kevin take a blindfolded Violet to a closed bar and surprises her with a fake crowd to help her with her stage fright.
Mm-hmm.
This is so awkward. I don't know how.
Yes. There's like a weird strip tease that happens, and it's very awkward.
It's very awkward. So Kevin asks her how her stage fright feels to her. And she then does a very weird strip tease to get him to understand what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not feeling stage fright.
He's feeling sexual attraction.
Yes. It's not the same thing.
It's not at all.
And it was just weird anyway, because she's like walking in between these cardboard things and like taking off clothes. And I'm like, I feel awkward. I don't like this.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't. But Kevin is very much into it.
Yeah, Kevin had fun.
Oh yeah, Kevin had a good time.
Kevin had the time of his life.
Yeah. So he catches up with her and they have sex.
There was no way they had a condom on them. There is absolutely no way they had.
Absolutely not. Unless they were hiding it somewhere, because she was wearing a dress with no pockets. She didn't have a purse.
No.
Unless he's got something stuffed in his pocket.
Unless he just carries a condom everywhere he goes.
Everywhere, yeah. Is that like, I know that's a stereotype in movies that like men keep it in their wallet or whatever, but is that true?
No.
I didn't think so.
I don't think that's true. Maybe if you're like going out to like a club or something for the night, maybe you'll bring one like just in case.
Yeah.
But like on the regular, just walking around, no.
No. Yeah, no. I didn't think so. Like, it's y'all just hoping
out there. Hoping and praying.
Y'all just like have stuff in there.
He puts his trusty dusty condom in his pocket. He's like, you
That he's
expire in a
had for the
week, my
last 3
boy.
years.
You expire in a week. Like, maybe tonight's the night.
And then he meets the one girl at the bar who has a latex allergy.
Yeah, he's like, fuck.
um,
Pull out method it is.
no, no, that is not effective for those who. That's no. Do not. So later, Violet is at the piano playing around, and Kevin asks about the initials that are on her guitar. And Violet tells him about her mom and how she moved to New York City to be a singer. Kevin asks her to sing again, and she eventually starts to play for him. We then get a montage of Violet working at the bar and on her music, and we see her relationship with Kevin blossom.
Mm-hmm. There's also a random baseball scene for no reason.
Yeah, it was very weird. It's like the Coyote Ugly girls versus,
I guess, another bar.
Yeah, I guess it's confusing. Team building, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So Violet goes to see her dad at work, and to bring him lunch.
He's a toll worker.
Yeah, he's a toll booth worker, and she almost gets hit by cars multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Because for some reason, this toll bridge doesn't have those things that we have out here, at least, where you go down the stairs and then you go like through a corridor.
Yeah.
Here, they just have to.
They just run across. They better have really good workers' comp. I'm just saying.
They have to. Oh my gosh.
Like that's such a serious hazard.
That is so scary.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
They better pay well.
Oh yeah, they better. Also, their insurance better be really good.
Yes.
Because geez. So Bill asks about her job at the bar, and she leaves before she can answer because she obviously doesn't want to tell him about it.
It's not even that bad.
It's not even that bad. She literally could just tell him that, she had a rough night or whatever. She doesn't have to tell him about the dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, it's not like she's...
it's not like she's stripping.
Yeah, which is not... It's nothing to be ashamed of, by the way. But, like, obviously her dad would not be into that.
But, like, you wouldn't want to tell your father that you are stripping.
Exactly.
Probably.
No. Yeah, unless y'all got a cool relationship like that, which...
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Can't. I mean, I've joked about stripping to my family, but like if I was actually stripping, I would not tell
I wouldn't
them.
say no, exactly.
It's a joke thing that I
we all understand it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Kevin is with Violet, and he tells her that he booked a gig for her at one of the bars in town that his friend works at. And she refuses because she's got stage fright, and that she can sing other people's music like she does at the bar, but not her own.
Which makes no sense.
It kind of makes sense. It's more personal.
Okay.
Come on.
Whatever.
Hey, we artists are sensitive. But eventually Kevin gets her to agree. At the bar, Zoe shows up from law school and is prompted to get on the bar to dance with Rachel and Cammy.
At this point in the movie, I kind of forgot Zoe was a character. I literally wrote, oh, I forgot about Zoe.
Yeah, because I mean, she's in this movie for a total of 3 minutes?
3 minutes, tops.
Yeah, at the beginning, right now, and then at the end.
Yeah. It's like they had Tyra for 2 days of shooting, and they were like...
Yeah, they're like, we're going to make the most of it.
Yeah.
But they're doing some water dancing. They're wasting a lot of water, by the way.
So much water.
They're just pouring water on each other. It's like a wet t-shirt contest type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Violet joins them up on the bar.
But none of their shirts are see-through, luckily.
Yeah, none. Bill then shows up as Violet is dumped with water, and he isn't happy to see what she's doing. She notices him out in the crowd and goes to chase after him, and tells her to trust him because it's just a job and this is what she does, but he walks out.
I would die if anyone in my family saw me dancing, trying to water on a bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would simply just no longer exist.
Yeah. I'd pass away. Simply
But
pass away.
like I have gone out drinking with family members. I always keep it clean.
Yeah.
I don't drink too much. Even if I drink too much, I don't drink as much as I could drink.
Yeah.
I keep it so that I know what I'm doing at all times.
Yes.
I would never get on top of a bar and get sprayed with water and
No.
dance on a, that's embarrassing to do in front of
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah. There's family drinking and then there's going out
Drinking.
drinking.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
going out drinking and then there's going out with family drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like family dinner drinking where you have like
Yeah.
one drink.
Yeah. Yeah. You have like a glass of wine with your dinner and that's about
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Yeah. I mean, for those of y'all that get like trash with your family, that's so interesting.
It is. I had a cousin get trashed when we were in Mexico, and I was like,
Really?
"Wow, you." I mean, I'm here with my mother, so like that's definitely not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like with y'all, like that's still not gonna happen.
Yeah. Hmm.
I have maybe one cousin that I would get trashed with, and even then, no, I definitely have gotten trashed with this cousin.
Yeah,
But
you have. You probably have.
but even then, I still try to like keep my wits. I
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. You do your best.
I do my best.
Violet is then really sad about the interaction because he does not support her. Violet calls her dad repeatedly, but he ignores her. Over voicemail, she tells him about her gig that night, but she eventually hangs up when he doesn't answer. At the bar, Violet shows up and tells Lil that she has to leave early, and she gives her the green light on that.
Yeah, Lil agrees. Remember that.
Yes, remember that very distinctly because 2 seconds from now, it won't be the same. Kevin is waiting at the bar where she's supposed to do the gig. And when the time comes for Violet to leave, Lil tells her no because the bar is packed, which isn't it?
It's always packed.
Yeah.
Look, it looks no different than it always does.
Right. And y'all handled before without her.
Yeah, and I told you ahead of time I had to leave.
Yeah.
You said okay.
Yeah, and then she
I'm
agreed
leaving.
that night of.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Exactly. So Violet calls Kevin to apologize because Lil won't let her leave and stays at the bar. And Kevin then has to give up the super rare comic from earlier as payment to his friend for Violet missing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, interesting. I don't know
what
that whole agreement was between the two of them.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So back at the bar, Violet is dancing with Cammy and invites a man to dance with her on the bar when Kevin shows up and fights the man because he starts to touch her.
Mm-hmm. And this man barely touched her. Like he touched like the small of her back, and then he got so upset. And I was like,
yeah. And Violet was like the whole time like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like backing away, and she's like, actually, don't.
Yeah, she was like pushing him off, and like he still like went crazy.
Yeah. So Kevin gets dragged out eventually by the bouncer, and Violet follows him, and they argue about her job and her stage fright, and Violet brings up his avoidance. Kevin then finally admits to her that he doesn't have a family and he doesn't want sympathy for his sob story. And at least he is chasing his own dream of living free, basically.
Mm-hmm. And she was so shocked when she found out that he didn't have a family. I saw that coming from like a mile away.
Yeah.
I was like, so he's not creepy. So why is he keeping such a close like guard up? I was like, oh, he didn't have a family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
and ding, 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 I was correct.
You were right.
And then poor Lil, she does not handle the situation well.
Oh no, she does not. She does not. So Kevin tells Violet to get back to work, and she does as he leaves. Once inside, Lil catches up with her and talks about Kevin starting a fight and how she broke one of the rules and is now fired. Violet is upset about it, but Lil sends her on her way.
Yeah. Two things I observed when this happened. Mm-hmm. One, Violet should have just went to that gig.
Yeah.
she should have just went to that gig. Two, Violet didn't technically break the rule. The rule was
True.
don't bring your boyfriend here. She
Yeah,
didn't
she
bring
didn't.
her
He
boyfriend.
came.
He just came.
He's the one that showed up.
Like that's not on Violet.
No,
And
that's on
then
him.
once he started like fighting, she immediately was like, leave.
Yeah. Yeah. She
It
didn't like show up to the beginning of her shift with her boyfriend or was like,
yeah,
hey, can you pick me up, babe? Come inside.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
And then it was your fault for offering the entire bar free rounds of drinks. Like that,
Right.
you didn't have to do that, like
You
at
didn't.
all.
No. Yeah, she really did not
No.
handle that well. So back at her apartment, Violet breaks down, and that night she plays her piano on the roof and sings. Violet goes home for Gloria's wedding, and when her dad shows up and gives Gloria a gift, she forces both of them onto the dance floor for a photo and a dance. Violet confronts her dad, and he says if she needed money, she could have come to him for help. But she says that he can't even take care of himself, so how could he take care of her, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
Violet says that her moving up bothers him, and he counters and says that he is ashamed of what she did for work and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Which, dang, she
Yeah,
literally worked at a bar, and
that was a low blow.
it really was. It was unnecessary.
Like you can't just be someone's parent and tell them that you're ashamed of them. Like that
Right.
carries a lot of weight.
It does. It does. Like you don't have to support everything your child does, but you don't tell them you're ashamed of them for doing
Yeah,
what they want.
you could say
Also, she's
disappointed.
yeah. You could say I never pictured you doing this.
Yeah, but saying
You
you're
could say other things.
ashamed of them,
Right. That's a really harsh word.
that's very harsh.
Jeez. So Violet is back at her apartment and hears a voicemail from Kevin, and she rushes to get in and answer, but she misses it when she gets to the phone. She gets another phone call and thinks it's Kevin. And when she answers, it's actually a nurse telling her that her father is now in the hospital.
She literally just got home.
Yeah.
she literally just got home from this fucking wedding and her father is in the hospital.
That sucks.
Like, wow.
So Violet is at the hospital and finds out that her dad was hit by a car.
Workers' comp.
Workers' comp. Let's go. And he has a broken leg and some scrapes when Gloria shows up to support her. I love how her reason for showing up. Yeah. I've been married to my husband for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You've actually been part of my life for longer.
She's like, you're my family. I'm like, yes, yes, we are.
Yes, queen, thank you.
We love a good friend representation.
Yes, we do. Violet is then allowed to go to her dad's room, and he wakes up for a few minutes and like apologizes, like pseudo apologizes.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of make up before he passes out again. Violet shows up back to her apartment and finds a box of her tapes sent back to her, and she throws them out because she's upset.
She just literally threw them down the stairs on the floor.
Yeah, and she threw the box too.
Yeah,
I would have kept the box.
I was like, Violet, you know they're just gonna pick these up and throw them back at your door, or throw them out. Like, don't be such a
don't
bitch.
Be dumb.
Like,
yeah, and you're wasting it. Like, if you really wanted to be a songwriter, you save them and you go somewhere else with them.
Jeez. I don't even care about that. I care about the mess she made for that someone else has to clean.
Yeah. Violet then tries to call Kevin, but she chickens out. We then see Kevin bring a girl home, and Violet is like lurking and sees the whole thing and is hurt. We then see Violet visiting her dad in the hospital, and she tells her dad that she is moving back home because she doesn't have a job and she can't get over her stage fright, so she can't be a songwriter. Bill then tells her the real reason her mom quit singing, and he says it's because of him, because she said she wanted to quit and he let her instead of encouraging her. Bill then tells Violet that she can't come home until she makes it, and he doesn't care how she does it this time.
He gave her the green light to become a
Yes.
full-fledged stripper.
Yes. We then get a montage of Violet taking care of her dad and working on her music. We then,
Also,
yes.
her dad is in the hospital and gets a date with a nurse or something.
Mm-hmm.
How come I don't get that? I go to the hospital and all I get is a grown man like man handling my foot. Like I don't get a date.
No,
I don't get a date with a pretty redhead girl. Like what's going on?
you didn't break it.
Oh, I have to break my foot next
Yeah,
time?
yeah. A hairline fracture isn't gonna cut it.
A hairline fracture or a sprain
Yeah,
muscle isn't going to do anything. I have to
no.
break my foot.
Yeah, you get more sympathy if it's broken.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So next time when you're running, fully commit to the
Fully
fall.
commit. Stomp harder.
Yeah.
Twist my foot harder. Got it.
Yes. Yeah. The minute you feel your foot starting to like teeter over, like you put your weight into it and just fall over.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
And then the
And
cute
then
redhead
and then the
will
cute
want to date
redhead
you.
nurse will come out. Got it.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. We then see Violet working at a fancy bar when Lil shows up. Cammy told her where she worked and about what happened to Violet's dad. Violet asks why she has shown up, and Lil tells her that she was a massive bitch when she fired her.
She was.
But she was. And gives her job back. But Violet tells her no, that she likes the place that she's working at now, which probably pays her a lot better.
Probably pays better.
And treats her better, probably.
Mm-hmm. And better hours.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of which, when does Lil sleep?
She doesn't, I don't think.
Like she's up all night running the bar, and then seemingly during the day she's like restocking.
Yeah, restock, cleaning
and shit. Like, or going out to meet people.
Yeah.
When does she sleep?
Yeah. Anybody who works at a bar or like owns a bar, where does your social life start? Like when? And
do you
how
get
much
any
do y'all
days
sleep?
off?
Yeah, at that point. I mean, my auntie's a bartender, but like she's like semi-retired now, so she only works like certain nights, which is good for her. But yeah, she has the other days to like recoup working.
She's a bartender. I want her to teach me how to make some drinks.
Okay.
She'd
love that.
I want to learn. I want to learn how to make like the basics. Like I want to know.
Oh yeah, of course. She would be so down. She's like literally loves her bartending job. Anyway, Lil explains that she lives for that bar. Like that's her house and that's like her whole personality, I guess.
Yeah, she said if it wasn't so dirty, she would live there.
Yeah.
Which, like,
even if it was clean, I don't know if I would commit that hard. Because she was the original Coyote, and that's like her thing. She then wishes Violet luck, and she leaves. Violet comes home one day to a voicemail from a bar that loved her song, and they want her to perform it there with their live band. We then see Kevin subleasing his apartment to the woman from earlier and her boyfriend. And we find out that he is moving to Chicago now. We see Lil.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Love that.
Papa was a, yes. Lil is closing her bar for the first time because they're going to go support Violet. Lil then calls Kevin and tells him to check the paper, and he sees the ad for the live band.
How did you get Kevin's number
at the bar? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I was really just sitting there. I was like, how did she get her number?
Yeah. I bet you Cammy knows all.
Cammy knows all.
Yeah.
Yes. She
probably got it from Cammy.
She is the Cameron Diaz and Charlie's Angels of the Coyote Ugly universe.
She is. Maybe it's the blonde thing. You have to be blonde to be all knowing.
You have to be blonde. There's like a wavelength they have.
It's like they have ESPN or something
that no one else can read.
We then see Violet with Gloria and her dad, who are getting ready to go to her performance. Violet freaks out on the drive to New York City and does a very illegal U on the
Oh, she could have.
freeway.
Oh, she could have killed someone.
Multiple people.
Like that was bad.
Oh, yeah. She literally goes through the toll booth and just jerks the car.
Yeah.
She said, I'm not doing this. And almost goes through the toll to go back home, but her dad encourages her. And then she does another illegal U on the freeway and continues their way to the bar.
Yeah.
Lil and the girls show up, and the manager inside the bar says that they'll pass on Violet if she isn't there in 5. Violet makes it on stage and goes to perform. The music starts, but freaks out and goes to leave. But the lights turn off, and she is somehow able to see that Kevin is there.
Yeah.
But we'll forgive her because she then performs Can't Fight the Moonlight.
A certified hit.
Certified bop.
Even if it isn't being sung by Miss LeAnn, it's still a hit.
Have I got a movie fact for you? We then see 3 months later at the Coyote Ugly bar that there's a congratulation party going on for Violet as Miss LeAnn Rimes sings Can't Fight the Moonlight on the bar.
I screamed.
They got Miss
Didn't know she was going to be in this movie.
Yes.
I screamed.
Yeah. Violet is at the bar with Kevin, and she gives him the comic book back. How she knew where it was.
Don't know.
But it like solidifies the relationship with one another, I guess.
Even though I think he just moved to Chicago, but like whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Violet then sings her song with LeAnn Rimes, and after auctions off her dad, and women actually start to bid on him.
That was so embarrassing.
It was.
Like the amount of second-hand embarrassment I felt from that was very strong.
Yeah. Eventually, Kevin joins Violet on the bar, and they kiss to celebrate her dreams coming true. And that's the end of the movie.
She sold one song. Calm down.
But LeAnn Rimes is singing it, so.
True. Was LeAnn Rimes like a big star?
Oh, I don't know.
When this came out, whenever.
I assume so.
I know Blue came out when she was like a teenager, but like was she like a big star? Like
I don't know. I'm sure she had other songs out at the time, right? Because I Need You must have been out. That's a great song.
Her first album came out, or her first single, Blue, came out in 1996.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure she was okay
then.
Yeah.
By this point.
I'm sure some people noticed her in this movie or recognized. Yeah. So are you ready for the movie facts?
Yeah.
So you know how you said Miss LeAnn Rimes did not sing the original Can't Fight the Moonlight earlier in the movie?
Mm-hmm. Did she?
Yeah. All of the singing for Piper Perabo was done by LeAnn Rimes.
What did it sound different?
They probably did that on purpose because she sings with her eventually at the end.
I wonder how they made it sound different. Did they like not put it through like a vocalizer? Or they just used raw vocals?
Probably. So basically at the end of the movie, LeAnn Rimes is just
singing with herself.
Yes.
They just stacked her vocals. They were like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. The soundtrack album of this movie was on the Billboard Top 40 album chart for over a year. And it has sold over 3 million copies.
Love that.
I love that for her. Love that for them. So you want to guess who they considered for the role of Violet Sanford? Two of these ones I don't think you'll get, or maybe any of them now that I'm looking at it, because they don't seem
Hilary
like people.
Duff.
No.
Jennifer Aniston.
No.
Um,
Think artists.
Singing artist.
Yes. Blonde singing artists.
Britney Spears.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's one of them.
Isn't this just Crossroads? Like, I don't. Had Crossroads come out before this?
I mean, I don't know.
Because if she had done this and then Crossroads, or Crossroads and then this, it would have been bad. Um,
True.
is there another singing artist?
Well, kind of.
That does not bode well.
Well, one of them is kind of, one of them is yes. And then the other one is we've done a movie, one of her movies.
J-Lo.
No.
Oh, that was my kind of.
Oh, no. The kind of is very kind of.
Who is it? Just let me know.
Jessica Simpson.
She's the kind of.
Yeah.
I think she's only known for music.
I know, but like, I feel like anyway. Yeah. But she was like the one that they actually wanted to go with.
Okay.
But she dropped out when she heard about the sex scene. But then they cut it anyway.
Right? I was like,
yeah.
sex scene.
Yeah.
I was like, there's nothing more. I was like, it's not really that tantalizing. Nothing more sexual than she did in the Dukes of Hazzard. I was like, I don't.
And then the weird striptease that happened here.
Yeah.
The other people that were considered were Jewel.
Oh, that would have been cute.
And then, oh my God, I'm gonna butcher her name. Fairuza Balk.
Who?
From The Craft.
What's her name? Why do I keep wanting to say Wendy? That is not her fucking name. I know what you're talking about. The one that went crazy. Yes. Nancy.
Yes.
There we go. I knew it was a five-letter name.
They wanted her.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she would have been good in this role.
Yeah. Also, I feel like her like vibe from The Craft would have still been with her by the time.
It would have bled into this and I wouldn't have been into it.
It would have been a totally different vibe, and I don't know if I'm here for that.
Yeah.
So Coyote Ugly is a term that refers to waking up after a one-night stand and discovering that the person beside you is so ugly that if they were asleep on your arm, you would gladly gnaw off that arm to get away without waking them.
Yeah.
It comes from the fact that real coyotes will gnaw off a leg that is caught in a trap so that they can get away.
Fun.
Yeah. So.
Love that.
Yeah, it's like Butterface.
Yeah. We're gonna need to go to Coyote Ugly. There's one in Vegas. We should go.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll go.
We will bring Lysol wipes, but we
yes. We're gonna be like that girl in that TikTok that goes to Disneyland with the tiny little Lysol bottle.
Lysol spray, which I will be buying. I didn't know they sold those. I will be buying. Buying. Next time I go to Target, I'm gonna get like a handful.
Yeah, look in the travel section.
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan, here's the question.
Okay.
Iconic or not?
I put no. It was a good movie.
Really?
It was okay. Like I'd watch it again. I just don't think it's iconic.
Okay.
Like the movie is pretty paint by numbers, like we said, just like burlesque. Like it's literally burlesque. But this one, of course, came out first. What is iconic is Can't Fight the Moonlight.
Yes. Yeah.
So
the music very much iconic.
The music is good. The movie itself, I can take it or leave it.
Yeah. I think the saving grace is the music.
Yes.
Because like all the music that they play like in the background and everything, iconic.
Yes. Very good.
So yeah, I will say it's iconic for the music. I say movie-wise, it's another version of burlesque.
Yeah.
Like I get it's a trope, but some people just do it better.
Yeah.
and this may be not one of the best ones. I will watch it when it comes on TV, but like,
Yeah, if it goes on TV, I'll watch it again.
yeah. But I don't know if it's like something I would go out of my way to be like, oh my gosh, let's watch Coyote Ugly.
Yeah. I had to. No, I didn't have to pay for this. I watched it on
Yeah, it was free on Hulu.
Tubi. I
Oh,
watched it on
Tubi?
Tubi. That's where I found it. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your recommendations for this week?
Oh my gosh, I have 3. So
Ooh, same.
my first one is Blue Water Road by Kehlani. Her new album. It's
Ooh,
very good.
I
Very
love
good.
Kehlani.
Listen to it on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Liked pretty much all the songs. Added pretty much all of them to a playlist. So
Ooh.
yay.
Okay.
My second one is Moon Knight on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It was a little slow at the beginning, but it got better.
Yeah. Also, don't say anything more because I'm literally on like episode 3.
Girl, you're so behind.
I know. I'm so behind.
The season finale is
this
on
week.
Wednesday.
I know. I'm so behind.
Oh my gosh, Kelley.
I know. I'm sorry.
So yeah. Who knows? By the time this episode comes out, maybe Kelley will have finished it.
You know what? I'll be like on the episode right before the season finale. Maybe.
I can't wait.
See.
Wednesday, I'm watching Moonlight. Thursday, I'm watching Wanda kill a bunch of people. Can't wait.
True.
And my last recommendation is Big Little Lies on HBO. Great show. Please watch it. Season 1 was really great. Season 2 wasn't as great, but had great acting moments.
Okay.
Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman, they had 2 scenes together where like it was iconic. The like dinner scene or whatever, that was crazy. And then also the like courtroom scene, insane. So if you have not watched Big Little Lies, go ahead and watch that. You'll love it. It was supposed to be a limited series, but then they gave us a season. But then they gave us a season 2 because we all know limited season is just code for we'll see if people like this, and then if they do, we'll give you another season.
Exactly. It's the trial run.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they're doing now. They just give you trial runs. The same thing happened with I haven't started this show yet, and I might not even started. The Lotus Hotel thingy on HBO.
Oh yeah,
that was supposed to be a limited series, and now their second season is being filmed right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's fine. I love a good drama mystery. Show.
We love it.
But that's it for me. What about you?
So we're keeping the Kenny Loggins love going, and I'm recommending "I'm Free." Heaven Helps the Man. Really good song. It is in Footloose, the original. Really good song. Yeah, that Footloose. Really good song. Check it out.
I always get these movies mixed up. They actually might be the same movie. But is this the one where the girl and the boy who are older dance at like that like country club or whatever, or is this the one about the town?
That's the one about this is the one about the town with the dancing and the
cool. I always get those mixed up somehow. Don't know why, but I do.
Yeah. That's what is that song? What is that movie called? Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing, yeah. You don't put Baby in a corner.
I always get Dirty Dancing and Footloose mixed up. So okay, cool.
And then we are gonna give some throwbacks right now. My second song is "Here I Am" by Rick Ross, Nelly, and Avery Storm. Really good song.
Don't know if I know that song, but okay.
Oh, it's a good song. Listen to it if you haven't. And then my third recommendation is another song. It's "Gangsta Love" by Snoop Dogg and The Dream.
I do know that song.
The Dream, I Miss You. I loved your songs.
I think The Dream just like produces now.
I know, which I'm so sad about. All of his songs are a bop. But like, do you, bro? Whatever like makes you happy now, do you? But I miss you. So yeah, those are my recommendations for this week.
Cool. Well, thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and Instagram. They're both at SY2YI Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for any noise you hear. Kelley's
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
roof is being done. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Don't forget to send us your movie stories or your movie requests at our email, sy2ii podcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know if you've been to a Coyote Ugly bar.
Or if you are a coyote.
Yeah. Do they still dance on the bars?
I hope not.
Did they ever dance on the bars, or was that just like a thing?
Yeah, or was that like a movie thing? Yeah.
Because I cannot fathom that they were doing something so unsanitary at a real bar.
Yeah. I hope not.
I really hope not.
I hope not.
Because literally, look, I kind of want to go to a Coyote Ugly bar, but
Yeah.
if I see my bartender standing on the bar, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not drinking anything from there.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's not gonna happen.
Also, y'all better have some food.
Yes.
I hope real Coyote Ugly bars got food.
I'm not drinking without some substance. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Like, I get ravenous when I drink. Like, I need food. I once went out to a bar with my aunt and one of her coworkers when I was staying with her, which that's a story for another day. And so we went to this bar and we literally had a full-on meal, and then we started drinking. And like in the middle of us drinking, because like they had like waiters that would come over. And I was like, can I have some mac and cheese? Just like randomly. I was like, can I have some mac and cheese? And I was like, can I have it to go though? And they were like, go. And so when I closed out my bill, the woman came over. She handed me the thing of mac and cheese. And then like I stumbled back to her apartment. Her apartment is literally right next to this bar. So thank God. And I literally put on my swim trunks, went into the hot tub, because like her apartment was on the first floor and like right across was the pool and the hot tub. Went into the hot tub, put the mac and cheese next to the hot tub, and just ate mac and cheese while I sat in the hot tub.
What a life.
There's something that happens to me with alcohol in hot tubs. I can't explain it. But if there is a hot tub around while I am drunk,
you'll be in it.
I will get in it, which is not smart.
It's not.
It's not.
The heat is not good for you.
The heat is not good for you. But I do it anyway.
True.
So yeah, please let us know. What's Coyote Ugly like?
Also, I looked it up, and they are dancing on a bar. I don't know if that's the bar they're actually using. But
my sister has a like basketball tournament in Vegas this summer. Maybe I'll go.
Oh yeah, scope it out.
I'll scope it out. We'll see. Don't forget to share it with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And also don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Continue to wear your mask, get your shots, get your boosters, wash your hands, cleanliness, I've decided this summer I will be outside. Yeah. I want to go to a water park. I haven't been to a water park in like 3 years. I want to go to a water park. I haven't been in a
long time.
I've decided I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go to a water park.
Okay. Risky for the biscuit. Let's go.
And it will be a risk because you can't wear a mask at a water park.
Yeah.
So
you will die.
Pray for me. But I'm doing it. I have to do it. Haven't been to a water park in a while, and I really want to go to one. So yeah. Anyway, stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.